Luis.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Call the meeting to order. Pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible. Can you call the roll, please?
Rossi,
Here.
Mr. Cora,
Present.
Dean,
Here.
Mr. Montiani,
Here.
Mrs. Sexton, here, Mr. Oliver,
Present.
Dr. Mario.
Present. On to public comments on agenda items, Mr. Oliver.
We would like to invite any resident or taxpayer. State your name and address when you approach the board. We appreciate your interest. Please keep your comments to 2 minutes. Kelly, the meeting outside.
Yes, Emily Marco.
Hi, Emily Marco, 43 Clearview Drive, Scott Township. I just wanted to make a note. Okay, thank you. I wanted to make a note from personnel, human resources report, the 6.6 line item. I noticed that yet another one of our administrators has resigned and gone to a different job. I've actually lost count. I'm not sure how many administrators that is. But I just hope all of you are aware. I'm sure you all care very much and understand, but just to remind you that the human resources of this district is the most valuable asset that you all have. If you don't have human resources who are dedicated and really focused on the district starts to fall apart. I have watched so many amazing administrators resign over the last, since February about. I am very concerned. I would hope that all of you are, and I actually would like to ask, are you looking into the numbers and potentially why you are losing so many administrators and possibly creating some sort of retention plan so that we don't keep losing more of our valuable resources?
I'll make a statement on public comment. I want to remind everyone, public comment, perspective and viewpoint from residents. Please keep in mind, this is not a back and forth discussion or debate. The public shares their views and the board listens and considers them when we make decisions. The board will not comment on any personnel items. If you have a specific question, you're free to set up a time to meet with the interim superintendent, Dr. Giulio, to discuss your specific issue. Thank you.
Why, thank you for that scripted response.
We have no more comments.
Okay, thank you. Any recognitions this evening?
No, I do not. No, I do not.
I'd like to announce that we had an executive session prior to this public meeting, discuss personnel, legal, and safety. Do we have a superintendent?
No report.
Okay. For the solicitor's report, anything? Okay, moving on to the workshop. May I have a motion to add to the agenda? The October 22nd, 2024. Motion made by Mr. Older, may I have a second? Second by Ms. Dean, any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to approve the Muslim Student Association Club with the stipulation as stated are approved. Motion made by Mr. Oliver, may I have a second? Second, by Mrs. Turner. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to add to the agenda the acceptance of a monetary donation from an anonymous donor for school mascot uniform in the amount of $7,200 to the October 22nd, 2024 legislative board. Motion made by Mr. Oliver, second by Mr. Montani. Any discussion on this item? It's actually quite interesting and great for the schools here. Shame that somebody didn't want to name who donated it, but thank you. All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to add to the agenda the dance group travel request to attend nationals in Orlando, Florida, through February 3rd, 2025, to October 22nd. Legislative board meeting. Motion made by Mr. Ollinger, second by Ms. Dean. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passed. May I have a motion to add to the agenda the acceptance of a monetary donation of wheelchair from Herb Ollinger to the athletic department for the October 22nd, 2024 legislative board meeting. Motion made by Ms. Crane, second by Ms. Dean. Any discussion on this item? Thanks, Herb. I think you have something else to
I know we get for it.
add. Coming up. All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to approve a 2-day unpaid suspension for employee number 432. So the motion to approve the human resources report for October 8th, 2024. The motion passes. May I have a motion to approve the Director of Finance, Beth White, to be added as an authorized signer to the district bank accounts. Motion by Mr. Hollinger, second by Mr. Montani. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. I have a motion to add to the agenda the Pinnacle Data Security Form for the October 22nd, 2024. Motion made by Mr. Hollinger, may I have a second? Second by Ms. Dean. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to add to the agenda the September 2024 payments from the 2024 budget, including charter schools, in the amount of $5,214,582.05 to the October 22nd legislative meeting. Motion made, sorry. Motion made by Mr. Oliver, second. By Ms. King. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to approve a 3-year contract extension with UGI for natural gas beginning September 1st, 2025. Motion made by Mr. Oliver, may I have a second? Second by Ms. King. Any discussion on this item? All in. Is Ms. Wright here?
I don't know that we know the actual savings, but generally this is a goes through the IU.
Through the consortium.
Through the consortium, and it's deemed to, be cost saving.
All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. Motion to add to the agenda construction invoices as presented. Motion made by Mr. Oliver, second by Mr. Shura. Any discussion on these items? I'm assuming, this is different what it actually shows. This is like, here to answer that, but I would believe that any construction invoices. Oh, it's there. Where does it say? Oh, it's not on the printout, it's on the. Okay. Okay. So all in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. I would like to, tell the public that Chartiers Valley School District thanks the Allegheny County Board of Elections for moving the polling locations from the Chartiers Valley Intermediate School. Both Chartiers Valley Intermediate School polls have been relocated. The Scott Ward 5 District 2 poll will have been relocated. The Scott Ward 5 District 2 poll will be at the Bible Baptist Church at 412 Old Washington Pike on APA 15106, while the Scott Ward 9 District 2 poll will be at the Covenant Community Presbyterian Church located at 1630 Greentree Road, Pittsburgh, PA 1522 for all staff and students on November 5th, 2025. Oh, 2024, I'm sorry. On to public comments on non-agenda items. Mr. Oliver.
Emily Marco, 43 Clairview Drive, Scott Township. To pick up where I left off in the beginning, again, I just want to reiterate that the district's human resources are the most valuable resource asset that you all have. As I'm sure all of you are aware, and many in the audience, the Educational Support Professionals Union has been trying to settle a contract since January with all of you. And I'm just asking you to please use your logical thinking and understand that so many of these people that are in the audience love this school district. I know so many of them personally, and they're awesome people. One of them happens to be my husband, but I'm very emotional because these people have hearts, they bleed red and blue. And it is so upsetting to see how some of you are treating them. They are your biggest assets. Only a few years ago, you all were calling them the essential workers. All of them were the highlights. They were scrubbing up, wearing gloves, masks, using new sanitation to make sure that all of you, all of the administration, all the staff, all the students were safe from viruses that everybody was unsure of. They still are essential workers. So please do what is right for this school district, which is to keep the very valued human resources that we have.
Anybody else? Kelly?
Hello, my name is Lonnie Lamb, and I reside at 620 Presley Street in Collier Township. Born, raised, and graduated CV. I would like to respectfully request each school director give me their undivided attention for these few minutes. I ask that all of you do an in-depth, thorough evaluation of what's being considered with regards to eliminating the Transportation Division of CV. I come to you with a background in safety, security, union contractual negotiations. I hold national certifications as a school resource officer, and I am certified both state and federally in commercial vehicle law, inspection, and roadside enforcement. And I can clearly see the value of our in-house transportation division. Please don't allow yourselves individually or as a collective governing board to be forced into a tunnel vision type kaleidoscope of looking at just budgetary implications. Just as important to this decision are the hiring practices and standards, company safety ratings, driver proficiency, PA reportable and non-reportable crash data, community roadway familiarization, and simple day-to-day operations. I beg you all to set aside friendships and personal or professional agendas to recognize the professional drivers and staff here now at CV that have been vetted and allow our transportation division to operate as a respected and valued division of CV. As in all professions, there is always room for improvement. Don't let that overshadow the extraordinary, unparalleled professional personnel of this community-based transportation division that a subcontracted for-hire agency simply cannot and will not provide. A few examples of the traits of our drivers, other than professional and safe driving, are the verifiable situations such as our special needs, unhoused, and less fortunate children who have formed life-altering relationships with their consistent driver. Sometimes their school day is the only consistency in their lives. Incidents where our students were safely transported from district buildings in record time due to out-of-ordinary situations and safely returned home. I ask you to learn of stories of drivers caring so deeply for students that they have single-handedly provided clothing and holiday meals to those students they drive. These are just a few examples of what makes our transportation division extraordinary. This will not occur with a contracted, non-community-based commercial business hiring the next individual as a number who walks through their door. In closing, I urge you and empower you all to do your proper due diligence, which I know will lead you to make the best decision for the students and constituents of the district, which is negotiate in good faith and settle a fair contract with the members of the ESP and keep the wheels on the Chartiers Valley school buses going round and round for years to come. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Daryl Elliott, and I live at 701 Northridge Drive, Collier, Collier resident. And I'm a retired school bus driver, and I just want to make a couple points here that I hope everybody takes into consideration. You know, about Chartiers Valley, you think about the students and even their parents. Let's think about the teachers and the aides and the even our special needs people there, all the maintenance workers and custodians, and then transportation department with the bus drivers and the support staff there, and also the techs. It's a team. What we have at Chartiers Valley is a team. Now, I can remember when I was a kid, before a lot of people here were born, probably before most people here were born, and the school system I went to in Ohio, we had our own buses, and the drivers it was something even back then I remember of pride. And we are a team, and it gives us, as Chartiers Valley, it gives us continuity that you can't put a value on. Now, I look around, I see even here, we have a lot of school bus drivers, and I'm sure any one of them would tell you we do have problems on buses. It happens everywhere. But how do you solve those problems? You don't want to be calling, in a lot of instances, you'd have to call the contractor company who has probably hundreds of drivers. And do you think they're really going to be interested in solving a problem? Let's keep it internal. It just makes sense. It's probably more expensive. Yes, you probably save a little money by contract, but I find it hard to believe. So I'm here on behalf of the drivers, and I just think it's really important. I remember when I was driving the bus, I was a former school teacher and then was in business for 34 years. And when I was driving bus, I just felt that it really was part of a team. So I appreciate you having me here, and I hope you take all these things into consideration.
Thank you. We'd like to welcome all the new appointments this evening, but especially the new assistant principal, Dr. Kim. Congratulations and welcome to Chartiers Valley. The Board of School Directors also wishes to thank everyone who participated in the focus group conversations or completed the online surveys for the superintendent search. The in-person meetings were excellent opportunities for thoughtful, candid dialogue, while the online survey provided another opportunity for stakeholder input. Dr. Joseph D'Imperio, our search consultant, along with Mr. Doug McCausland, who facilitated the conversations, provided the board with an in-depth briefing so that information could be utilized in assessing candidates. We are confident some of this information will make its way in developing goals and objectives for the next superintendent. The board has begun the interview process, and it's anticipated that a candidate would be named by the board, hopefully, so that they may begin by January 2025. We thank you for your input and participation as the board moves through the search process and ultimately names the next of the Chartiers Valley School. And moving on to adjournment. May I have a motion to adjourn? Motion made by Ms. Heen, second by Mr. Chura. All in favor? Have a good evening, everyone. Meeting has ended.